Hey there, MJ traders and investors. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for an MJ Sector review. Today is a review for Friday, April 9th, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing as the topic of the day, PepsiCo launching Rockstar Energy plus Hemp in Germany this week, and what that could mean for the sector. We'll look at some other news and events on the day as well, and then we'll look at the Canadian and the US MJ sectors. So before we jump in, make sure to smash like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below if you're excited about this. Is Coca-Cola potentially next? We know that they've hinted in the past that they weren't looking to enter the space, but with the possibility of the SAFE Act and federal legalization and descheduling from the Schedule 1 drug list, it could provide that, that regulatory certainty for these companies, and the fact that PepsiCo is already taking the plunge is a step in the right direction. And this is huge in my opinion, and it's leading to a lot of speculation that Coca-Cola could be entering the space. Who do we know that's working with Coca-Cola? Molson Coors has been working with Coca-Cola. Molson Coors is also very heavily invested into HEXO with their joint venture, Truss Beverage Co. So I couldn't think of a better partner for Coca-Cola than HEXO, and they could all work together and potentially use the Truss brand and line as a potential distribution network for that. So again, let me know in the comments below if you think Coca-Cola could be entering the space. We had a couple other news and events on the day today. Mexican senators weigh yet another extension of the MJ legalization deadline. So a little bit of a snag in the road there. Health Canada, I also saw this just a minute ago, that Health Canada to cease monthly cannabis industry data releases, and they cite this being attributed to the issues that we have at hand. So we are working in prioritization mode in order to ensure that information most vital to the well-being and safety of Canadians being published as quickly as possible. So it's being blamed basically on the economic crisis that we have, the health crisis. Nevada lawmakers approve MJ bill to allow on-site consumption of lounges. Thought that was pretty cool. And just as a reminder, we have APHA, or free earnings before market open, on Monday. So we'll see the estimates have been revised downwards. So they are potentially, a lot of analysts are potentially expecting lower numbers. So we could see some lower results and some worse results than previous quarters. But again, we'll take it with a grain of salt, and we'll see what happens on Monday. It should provide some direction for the sector going into next week as well. High Tide files preliminary base shelf prospectus, and that's up to $100 million in one or more transactions during the effective period. So you can check out that article in its entirety. So we'll take a look at the PEP chart here as well, PepsiCo. So on the weekly, we have a weekly inside bar on watch, and we could see a weekly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, but the stock looks to be liking this news. And taking a look at the daily time frame, we are holding EMA 12 here on the daily, and we're extremely bullish on the weekly time frame, the MACD, the stochastic. We're well above the 10-week moving average, which is down at 135. We're back above all of the weekly moving averages. We're back above all of the daily moving averages. So this stock is extremely strong. We're above the 20 weekly moving average. We're above the weekly VWAP. So I think that Pepsi made a smart move here. And on the daily time frame, we're still in a daily uptrend, but we need to hold this low here at 140.11. If we lose that low, then we risk going into a daily downtrend, and then weekly consolidation would incur at that point. And if we do break this inside bar next week, bearish, then we'll be looking for weekly consolidation, and we have no real support on the weekly down till 128, and we're no longer in a weekly uptrend. So if we do start weekly consolidation next week, we'll scout a higher low, and let's say we touch down on the EMAs around 138 or 140, then we'll be looking up to the highs of 144. We can break that, we'll confirm a weekly uptrend, and the stock is very, very strong at the moment. So taking a look at the bull and bear list, we have TGOD, HITI, and OGI. On the bull list, we had Labs, RIV, and ACB. So we'll just take a look at some of our names. CGC, monthly consolidation, weekly consolidation. We did close under EMA 12 and 26, which is definitely bearish. And we've got earnings coming up here in a couple of weeks as well, or a couple of months, sorry, in June. We're going to be, all eyes will be on Afria earnings on Monday, And let me know in the comments below if you are taking a position, or if you took a position on APHA leading into earnings. What you think? Do you think they're going to be better than expected? Do you think they're going to miss or beat estimates? Personally, I think they're going to have a miss just based on what the charts are telling us. And daily consolidation is still underway for CGC, but once we do get this bounce underway, we have a lack of resistance all the way up until $33. And HEXO was up about 1.5% today, so daily bounce is underway. We did reject at the EMAs though, and definitely going to be keeping an eye out for the potential of HEXO. Some news out about Coca-Cola and a partnership. I could see HEXO being the absolute perfect partner. It's hard to imagine anybody else being a better partner for a company like Coca-Cola than HEXO. Again, let me know in the comments below if you agree with me on that. But I do want to just say one thing here about the overall sector as a whole. It's not set up well at all with SPY. You can check out my video from earlier on the broader market, but if SPY were to roll over and see any significant consolidation here and start daily consolidation, MJ is not set up well at all. There could be an inverse correlation, which there seems to be one at the moment, where SPY is trending higher and MJ is trending lower. So that doesn't mean that if SPY starts to consolidate that MJ can't see that inverse correlation. I'm just saying there's a few scenarios that could play out. We could see that correlation shift, or we could see the correlation remain as an inverse correlation. So if SPY drops, we could see MJ spike. But there's also the possibility that if SPY rolls over, MJ is not positioned or set up well at all. But another scenario that could happen as well is if we get some news or some catalyst in the sector that ends up being very, very positive, then that could really, really excite these bulls, and we could play catch up and a laggard, and we could see an explosive move to the upside. So definitely keeping an eye on all of those scenarios and the correlations that we have with the broader market at the moment. So moving over to the US side, we'll take a look at the bull and bear list there. We had EN, NBEV, and MJNA on the bear list. On the bull list, we had CARA, KBEV, and GTII. Just taking a look at MSOS. Finally saw some buying there into the end of the day, but not much on the daily time frame. We started daily consolidation. We broke the low, so we're still consolidating here, and we're looking for a higher low compared to 38.80. We're no longer in a daily downtrend, but we're still in a weekly downtrend. So to get out of this funk that we're in, we need to change this daily trend with a higher low and then break above 44.68, confirm that higher high, and then that will give us our daily uptrend, and then temporary bottoms likely set on the weekly time frame. And we are holding EMA 26 here as well. So pretty much going to end it there. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for an MJ Sector review. Let me know in the comments below if you are speculating on potential partners. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us, because I am just having a gut feeling that something big is going to come in the next few weeks. So once again, thanks again for joining in on another MJ Sector review, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.